Okay. Here's the deal, guys. We are going to talk about painting and color in a little bit different way today. And we're going to break this down into about 3 different steps. The first step, we're going to use the pencil. We're going to draw it. Second step, we're going to mix the colors in a special way to paint it. Then we're going to end it with a finishing up like outline in black, similar to how we do with a Sharpie marker. But first, let's talk about what we're the actual concept of this particular assignment. Did you know that you can use pictures to tell a story, or to actually tell how you're feeling? Yes, you can. You can use pictures to actually tell people that you're feeling happy or sad or something like that. In fact, I have an example for you. Here's a replica or a copy of a piece of artwork by this famous artist that was from Norway. And can you tell what emotion he was trying to get you to feel when you see this piece? Yeah, I think you got it. Kind of a scared, eerie type of feeling, you know? And so how do you think he did that? Yeah, look at the colors. And I know you see this big alien-headed looking guy right there, but that's not really how he made it kind of scary. Look at the colors and how dark and muted they are. In fact, this color right here on the rail, we can all tell that that's a red, but it's not the popping, vibrant red that you would normally see, like candy apple red or something like that. Now, is it? No, it's not. He added a little black to that red and muted the color. It's just a shade of red, a darker tone of red. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to take our normal colors, red, yellow, and blue. You can mix and make whatever color you like, but what we're going to do is add just a little bit of black to it to tone it down a little bit and to make a type of eerie, scary type of painting. What we're going to draw is a city scene. A city scene. Now, it's going to be really easy. First, we got to draw a line going across. They actually call this a horizon line. Horizon line is where the ground right here stops, where the ground ends, and then the sky begins and go all the way up to the top of the page. There's no sky right here and then ground right here and then empty space in the middle. That's not how it works. All of this right here above the horizon line is your sky, and all of this down here below the horizon line is your ground. Well, street in this case, since we're making a city scene. All right, so let's go ahead and draw a couple of buildings. Easiest way to do that is to start with a couple of lines going up like that, and then we'll do another one going up like that. And I'm making it kind of wavy on purpose because it's going to help add to the scary type of mood of the painting. Remember, we're going for a type of feeling, you know? All right, I'm gonna do another building a little bit shorter, and I want you to notice something. Notice how wide I'm making my buildings. Since we're going to be painting this, you don't want to make your buildings really short and skinny, okay? We want really tall, kind of fat buildings. That gives us plenty of room to put our paintbrush in there and to paint it, okay? Also, when we're putting the detail, I think I'm just going to do 3 buildings. And also when we're putting the details in, like doors and windows, you want to make sure that you don't put too many small details, because the same thing will happen. You're going to make it too hard to get the paintbrush in there to actually do the painting. That's about all I'm going to do, just to make sure that I have plenty of room to paint my painting, okay? Oh, do you know what I forgot to do? Do you know? I didn't write my name on my paper. So we're going to start painting now. All right, it helps to have a couple of different size brushes. Have a medium sized, kind of a fat one, and I think I do have a smaller one. Here it is, right here. So that helps. And we're going to go ahead and start. Here's the deal though. We're talking about that eerie, scary feeling. And like we showed you the example of that other picture, the Scream is what it's called. We saw that they use dark colors. So what we're going to do is add a little black to some of the colors that we're going to mix today. And try to see if we can achieve the same results. Try to get a little dark color going on. See, I'm going to get a little yellow. And the general rule for mixing colors is you start with your lightest color first. Now I want to make orange, okay? Now the two colors you need to make orange are, yeah, you got it, these two right here. This is what you need to make orange. Now, out of these two colors, the lighter color, of course, is yellow. So I started with the yellow. And I'm going to put just a wee bit of red, and you add small amounts of that darker color, and you mix it until you come up with the color you're looking for. Now see that? That small amount of red produced the exact color I was looking for. A really dark orange. See that? Almost a reddish orange. I almost actually put too much too much red in there. You know, that's something. All right. So now that we have that color, what we're going to need to put is just a little bit of black. And how I like to do this, I get a brush like this, and I'll just dip the bristles in the black, just a little bit. So see that? The brush bristles have just a little bit of black on it. Black is such a powerful color that only a little bit actually get you the results you're looking for. Okay? That toned that down a lot. See that? That isn't that bright reddish orange almost that you saw before, is it? No, I'm gonna put just a little bit of water in there. Yeah, just a little bit of water in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and paint one of my buildings here. Move this up a little bit. And let me show you what it looks like on the paper. Isn't that kind of crazy how that happened like that? You put just that small amount of black in there, and that totally changed the feel of that orange color. It was all bright and popping and vibrant. And then I put a little black in there, and it almost took it to a brown. If I had to put a little bit more black in there, it probably would have taken it to a brown, a darker brown. As of right now, you can still tell it's in the orange family, I guess. I want you to notice that I'm using the paintbrush. How I'm using the paintbrush, I'm only making up and down strokes, you know. I know a lot of students, I've seen a lot of students kill the brush and they paint like this. You know, that's killing the brush, people. The brush should never look like that. Never, never, ever. You should always keep the bristles together. You should paint either up and down or left to right. And see, the bristles are all screwed up now. You see that? All screwed up. See if I can get it back. Get it back to the way it was. At least that's a little better right there. That's a little better. Okay? You never want to have your brush looking all crazy with the bristles hanging out like that. That's never a good thing, okay? So you do your best. You stay within the lines that you drew yourself. That's why it is important to make sure that the buildings are large, so it'd be easy for you to stay within those lines. If I had drawn a really skinny building, I would have had a hard time painting it in, you know. Alright, so that's it for that color. I'm going to go ahead and paint the rest of my buildings and probably the sky and everything, because this is the step 2 that I was telling you about. This is step 2, and after you finish painting and you let it dry, we're going to go on to step 3. Alright, you see I'm finishing up my sky. Of course it is blue, but you know, I toned it down a little bit when I used the black. Here's my blue. And I put a little black in there, you can see that. And toned it down a lot to make it like a nighttime blue. I didn't want a daytime blue, I wanted a nighttime blue. Now I'm gonna paint my street here. I guess I'll make it a little, I don't know, maybe I just use black and I'll just water it out a lot. Maybe if I can get a gray out of it. Let me see if I can't get a gray out of this. Yeah, that's a gray, but that's really light. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I'm gonna darken it up a little bit more. Yeah, it's almost like watercolors. I put enough water in it to make it look kind of like watercolors, huh? And really it's tempera paint, so I guess you can kind of do the same effect with tempera paint as you can with watercolors. Just depends on how much water you put in with it. Okay, get that all the way across there. A little bit more water because it's kind of getting a little dark on me, so let me thin it out with a little bit more water. I mean, it's almost exactly like watercolors, isn't it? Crazy, huh? All right, and got a little paint on the table. That's okay. It's nothing that a couple of baby wipes can't take care of. Okay, and now this is the end of part 2. Now on to part 3. So this is the last phase of this particular assignment, step 3. You go through and you outline your buildings, your doors, and your windows. In fact, just every pencil mark that you made, everything that you drew, you're gonna go through and outline it all in black. It gives it a nice, clean, finished look. Can you see that? Really nice, really clean. That's the kind of thing you want. You want your artwork to be finished neatly. And this is a great way to do that. Similar to what we used a Sharpie marker for when we're painting, or no, I'm sorry, when we're drawing, or when we're using crayons or markers. We take that Sharpie and we outline our drawing. That's pretty much what we're doing here, except we're doing it with the paint. I think for this particular assignment, it makes everything stand out. It makes it look a lot neater. So you just take your time and you go along all of the lines that you drew. Okay? And here we are, just about finished. We got this window right here to do, and we should be just about done.